Friends, Brian here for Yes You Can Play Guitar, and I want to do a video here for all the guitar players out there. Big piece of advice. I'm going to do a video today, an interesting video. I hit the road. Hit the road, Jack. But I come back. Okay? So, guitars. Would you just trust anyone with your guitars? I don't. And I've learned that from experience. Right? Recently, I obtained a Schecter Damien Elite Floyd Rose Diamond Series guitar. Happy Friday, friends. It is April 21st, 2023. Very sadly, this was the day that we lost Prince back in 2016. Sad day. I'm on the road today. I got something kind of interesting to tell you guys. First and foremost, I'm going to go see an actual luthier, someone who's trained to create handmade guitars. But also, I'm going to let you guys in on a bit of a, not an industry secret, but a little warning for all of you out there. I'm going to kind of explain as our day goes on here. I did extensive videos about this guitar, about Schecter guitars. I'll put the links up at the end of the video if you like. But it had a Floyd Rose bridge. We need to do something called getting your guitar set up, okay? If people don't understand what that means, it's like you want to be the height you want the guitar to be intonated so it stays in tune with itself as best as possible. But the problem is there's a lot of people out there, there's some fraud in the guitar industry. There's a lot of people out there advertising setups who shouldn't be touching guitars. Friends, so here I am. I'm here with Andrew from Nichibao Guitars. Did I pronounce that?
Nichibao.
Nichibao. What do you think of that, eh? So anyway, Andrew is an actual luthier, and he makes handcrafted custom guitars.
Yeah, acoustic and classical guitars.
There you go.
Guitars too.
There you go. So we have my guitar on the bench. We're going to have more about Andrew and more about his products. But as I said, guys, you have to be very, very careful where you take your guitars to. I sought out a qualified luthier to do some work on this Floyd Rose. For this guitar I have here that has a Floyd Rose bridge on it, which are a different type of beast. One time many years ago, you know, when I had my music school, I was teaching a lot of students. I had this one student. He bought, for Christmas, he got an Ibanez Steve Vai Gem guitar. It was a $2,500 guitar, and he bought it from a popular music store, and I won't mention names. I told him, he said, oh, it just doesn't feel right when I play. I said, no, when you buy a guitar from a music store, it might come with a factory setup, but it's not set up properly to play. So I explained what setups were. So okay, so his dad took the guitar in, said, can you set this guitar up? Yeah, leave it here for a week and we'll do it, and it's X amount of dollars. The kid got it again, and he said, it doesn't play right. I checked it out and I said, this guitar hasn't been set up yet. Happens all the time. Do you just trust anyone with your car? Do you just trust anyone with your investments, your money? Same thing with a guitar, man. You put money into it. It's very important. Be very careful who you take your guitar to. Now, I've had some really good people work on my guitars in the past, but I don't just trust anybody. There's all kinds of people. You go on Marketplace, on Facebook, people are advertising, I do setups, da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, no, be very careful. And I saw this is something I saw for years of teaching guitar. Students taking their places somewhere and getting really bad setups if the setup was done at all. Very, very important. So I recently acquired this guitar. I said, okay, I take very good care of all my guitars. I'm always on top of the humidity. I did a video about this, about fraud with guitar setups. One of my really first videos on guitar. It's hard for me to go back and watch those videos, but it's a good one. I talk about it, but I'm going to be more specific here because there's a lot of people being taken advantage of and a lot of people don't know about this. So, I get this guitar. It's not set up properly, and the nice gentleman I bought it from, he did the setup on it, but I could tell it wasn't set up properly. No problem, nothing against him. I live out in the middle of nowhere. I relocated over a year ago. Who do I trust with my guitars, man? Where do I take them? I've been in touch with a luthier. A luthier is somebody who actually is trained to handcraft guitars and build them. He is relatively in my area, and he went to an actual school to learn the trade. Okay? I'm not saying that there's not good people out there that, you know, figured out and know how to do really good Floyd Rose setups. Floyd Roses are some of the more difficult bridges to set up on the guitar. So this fellow introduced himself to me. I got a little music school happening here. Privileged guitar lessons, they say. Been doing this for a while, right? If you don't practice, not going to happen. Not negotiable. You got to practice if you take lessons from me. So anyway, I made an appointment to go take this guitar out to him, put on some new strings that I like, and he was awesome. He was amazing. His name was Andrew Jones from Nikabau Guitars. He makes handcrafted, high-end, high-quality guitars, and I'm going to do a specific video about that this summer. But I went out there, I met Andrew, and he did an amazing job. It was glorious. The guitar plays glorious now. Like, glorious. Andrew talks in detail. I thought I knew a lot about guitars, man. He educated me on even more stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the full unedited version of this up on my guitar Patreon community. Yes, I have a guitar Patreon, Reaction Patreon community, and I have a guitar Patreon community now. Lots of extra bonuses there for the guitar players. Lessons, tips, downloadable tabs, PDF files. We're going to have group chats. You're going to get heads up when I interview big names in the guitar industry. And I'm going to even ask your questions with a shout out. In fact, I might even have some of you interviewing big names in the guitar industry with me. Lots going on. Okay? Patreon's new. It's just small, growing. But I really appreciate the support. But I'm going to put the extra unedited version of that up on my Patreon because he really educated me a lot about a lot of things. One of the things when you have a YouTube channel that's growing, you know, my channel, it's growing. You know, it's not a big channel, but over 20,000 subscribers, nothing to sneeze at. And that was accomplished in over a year and a half, which a lot of people tell me that's really good for that amount of time. Great. But you start thinking about, man, wouldn't it cool to be sponsored by a company? And I thought about that, but you know, after talking with Andrew and he really educated out my mind, maybe getting some custom-made guitars from other companies is the way to go. I don't know. But I learned a lot from my discussion with him. Now remember, ask yourself, do I really know this person and do I trust this person before I take my guitar to them? You might want to look into that. Remember guys, practice hard, but practice smart, no excuses, and we will see you soon. Glorious.